Here's how to use circular trajectories in Gridit Logo Grid Generator. The circular trajectory settings works best with geometric logos. Here are the 5 logos we're going to be creating circular grids for. For these examples, we're only going to be turning on outlines and grid lines. Now you want to turn on circular trajectories. Now we have access to the slider and the drop-down settings. The circular trajectory slider has 5 different states: -30, -15, 0, 15, and 30. It's best to experiment with different states depending on your logo. I find the best setting to be -30. I also leave circles count at the default setting of all. Now you can see 2 circular grids have been created. Circular trajectories completes and anticipates the circle that you have created. With this example, you can see this shape has been completed. This example, the second shape has also been completed. However, you may see additional circles. To remove this in the future, you can experiment with different settings. You can also just delete the ones you don't need. Now here's the next example we're going to be creating circular grids for. I'm going to keep the settings to 0, and I'm going to keep the circles count to all, and we're going to generate. All of the circle shapes have been completed, including the smaller circles. You may see duplicate circle shapes. You can either delete it or change the setting and generate again. For this example, let's change the settings in the circles count. Let's go for number of sorted circles. I'm then going to increase this to 10. When the logo is really simple and completely geometric, the circles counts has less effect on the logo. If you have a geometric logo which uses circular shapes that are quite narrow, circular grids can become complicated. Therefore, it's best to keep the sensitivity to -30. If you're unhappy with the results, you can change the circles count and generate again. Lastly, we have a geometric logo with no circles or curves whatsoever. If we was to generate, no circular grids will be created. However, if you was to add a rounded finish to the corner of the shapes, circular grids will be created inside.